Good afternoon. So now I'll be discussing all about mobility. So what are our responsibility as caregivers uh, in assisting patients' mobility? So let's start. So before assisting patient for their mobility, we should know the body mechanics, the term body mechanics. Body mechanics is a term given to to prevent caregiver or any healthcare workers from having a back pain or back injury. So we have different principles or rules in uh, body mechanics. So first is we have never lift more than you can comfortably handle. Okay, so if you can only handle one, only lift one. Don't put two to three boxes if you cannot lift it, because uh, you will have back pain. Then create a base of support. What it means that when you're standing, you should be broadening or standing. Your feet is away from each other, so you will have a support. So broaden the base of support. Next is do not use your back for heavy lifting. Okay, you use your knees. You always bend your knees, not your back. Okay, if you bend your back when you're doing bed making or any procedures, okay, you will have back pain. So always bend your knees, not your back. Okay, if the bed is low, place one foot on the stool. This will relieve the pressure on your lower back, and then consider getting a back support belt to protect your back. And if you cannot lift anything, okay, you just ask for help. One more thing, there is also principle that you should always put or tighten your abdominal muscles. When you're lifting an object, okay, or lifting a patient, you should put pressure or tighten your abdominal muscles, not to put pressure on your back. Okay, so tighten your abdominal muscles so you will also lose your belly. So that's the rules and principles of body mechanics. Okay, so prevention of back and neck injuries, we should have good nutrition. Okay, we always take vitamin D and calcium rich foods, good physical fitness, and good body mechanics. Okay, so this is how we lift correctly. So, immobility, of course, immobility is yung hindi kumikilos. So, immobility have different complications, and let's see it one by one based on the systems. Okay, so if we do not turn our patient, if we do not move our patients, what will happen to them are those complications that I will be discussing. First, in the neurological system. Neurological system, your patient will have depression, anxiety, forgetfulness, and confusion. Okay, so imagine yourself, you're only in bed, no one is there for you, you're not moving. Okay, so you will think all of your problems. So what will happen? You will feel depressed and anxious, and you will be confused. So as a caregiver, what you will do, of course, you move your patient, turn your patient, move her or him to the garden. Okay, roam him around. So this is how you will help the patient to prevent these neurological complications. In musculoskeletal, the patient might have osteoporosis or the the easy breaking of the bones, muscle atrophy, lumiliit yung mga bones or the shrinkage of the muscles, and contractures. Contractures is inability of your Contractures is inability of your uh, joint to bend or to move. Okay? So, ano na siya, stiff na siya. So, kung pag ginalaw mo siya, binend mo siya, is mababalian ang pasyente. So that is contractures. Next is syempre, anong gagawin mo pag para ma-prevent mo yung musculoskeletal? Of course, exercise, turning, osteoporosis, what you will do, give him vitamin D, rich food like milk, cheese. So if it's not contraindicated. Then renal, okay, sa kidneys, pwede siya magkaroon ng bato sa kidney. So bakit? Kasi nga hindi maganda yung pagdaloy ng ihi niya kasi nga hindi siya gumagalaw. As long as di ka gumagalaw, yung system mo din hindi siya masyadong gumagalaw. So nag-i-stack up doon lahat ng mga food na kinain mo, especially salts. Kaya nagkakaroon ng bato sa bato ang patient or bato sa kidney. So what you will do, of course, you mobilize the patient, turn the patient, okay? Then increase oral fluid intake, especially water. So na-flush out niya yung mga excess sodium, excess salt sa katawan or any toxin sa katawan. So ganun kahalaga ang water. Then gastrointestinal, pwedeng ang patient mo is magkaroon ng constipation and fecal impaction. Constipation kasi nga yung bituka ng patient mo is hindi gumagalaw. Kaya hindi siya gumagalaw, hindi rin gumagalaw yung kanyang bituka. Kaya nagkakaroon siya ng constipation or nahihirapan siyang magdumi. Fecal impaction, niya naman yung sobrang tigas ng tae niya, na-stack, na masyadong matigas yung tae niya. So, na-stack up lang siya sa bituka. So, anong gagawin mo? Increase oral fluid intake. Then, mobilize the patient. Turn the patient side to side kung bedridden siya or kung kaya naman niya mag-transfer sa wheelchair, pwede mo siyang i-wheelchair. Then, pressure ulcer. So, sa integumentary system, kung hindi mo tiniturn ang patient, pwede siyang magkaroon ng pressure ulcer. Okay, ano yung pressure ulcer? Injury yan sa skin caused by a pressure. Kaya siya pressure ulcer. Pwede mo siyang tawaging decubitus ulcer, bed sore, pressure sore. So, anong gagawin mo? You should turn the patient every 2 hours. If your patient is bedridden, always turn the patient every 2 hours. Every 2 hours also check the diaper kung meron siyang ihi or tae. Kasi minsan dyan nagsisimula siya. Nai-irritate yung skin. Una stage 1 lang siya na pressure ulcer kasi na-irritate na mula. Then after nyan, magiging stage 2, magiging stage 3, hanggang maging stage 4. So as long as may nakita na muna na tayong pamumula, i-report na natin or bigyan na natin siya ng protection para hindi na siya lumala. Then, sa metabolic naman, pwedeng tumaas yung sugar ng patient kasi nga yung mga pagkain niya is hindi masyadong nasi-circulate, hindi masyadong nadadigest, so nagkakaroon siya ng glucose intolerance. Ano nangyayari? Tumataas yung sugar niya. So dapat talaga, kaya nga mga patient na diabetic, dapat meron silang exercise. So, namomodulate or nare-regulate yung kanilang sugar sa katawan. Then, hematologic, anemia. Bakit siya nagkakaroon ng anemia? Because nagkakaroon ng problem sa kanyang blood circulation, kaya nagkakaroon siya ng anemia. So, you should also mobilize the patient. Then, cardiovascular, nagkakaroon siya ng postural hypotension. Postural hypotension is synonymous to orthostatic hypotension. Orthostatic hypotension is like pag tumayo yung patient, nahihilo siya dahil biglang bumagsak yung BP niya. So, anong advice mo as caregiver pag nagkaroon siya ng orthostatic or postural hypotension? You advise your patient before siya tumayo, okay, idangle muna niya yung legs. Anong ibig sabihin ng idangle yung legs? Yung legs niya is ibaba niya muna, okay, dahan-dahan ng upo, then after 15 minutes, yung legs niya is ibaba niya dun sa may floor, okay, for 15 minutes bago siya tuluyang tumayo. Para dahan-dahan bumaba yung dugo niya. So, pag nabigla kasi, ayun, dun nagkakaroon ng pagkahilo or postural hypotension. So, dahan-dahan ng pag-upo, dahan-dahan ng pag-tayo, idangle muna yung legs for 15 minutes, tsaka tumayo. So, that is how you will prevent postural hypotension. Then cardiac muscle atrophy, lumiliit ang muscle ng heart. Tandaan natin, ang heart natin ay isa ding muscle. So kung hindi mo siya ginagamit, hindi ka nagmo-move, so hindi rin siya masyadong nagpa-pump. So lumiliit siya. Deep vein thrombosis, ano yung DVT? DVT or deep vein thrombosis, yun yung nagkakaroon ka ng mga bara-bara sa legs or sa arms. Bakit? Kasi nga hindi siya gumagalaw. Kaya nga pag tayo ay nagta-travel ng long travel, 9 hours, 10 hours, okay, the doctor will advise us, dapat meron kang anti-embolic stockings. Ano yun? Stockings yun na mahigpit para ma-prevent yung blood clots or yung tinatawag nating deep vein thrombosis sa mga legs natin. So, dapat lalakad-lakad ka din in between ng travel mo. So, ganun din ang gagawin mo sa patient. Dapat always mo siyang palalakarin or i-exercise yung mga extremities niya to prevent deep vein thrombosis. Respiratory system naman. Respiratory system, yung respiratory tract infections like pneumonia. So, ang mga microorganisms na nagkukos ng pneumonia, gustong-gusto nila sa environment na hindi gumagalaw. Kaya dumadami sila kasi ayaw nila nung nagagalaw. So, gustong-gusto nila pumunta sa lungs mo. Kung hindi mo minumove ang patient, magkakaroon ng pneumonia. So, anong gagawin mo? Advise your patient to have incentive spirometry. Incentive spirometry is yung hinihigop. Hinihigop may hinihigop siya, tapos may ball na tumataas. That is incentive spirometry. In that way, nag-i-expand and nagre-re-expand yung lungs. Always move also yung patient para nagkakaroon din ng mobilization. Pwede mo ring gawin yung tapotment, tinatap mo yung likod ng patient para yung mga microorganisms is nagagalaw so hindi sila dadami. Then, atelectasis is lung collapse. Okay? Ano yung lung collapse? So, kung ganito nag-e-expand yung lungs mo, yung lung collapse, nagko-collapse na siya, hindi na siya nag-e-expand. Kasi nga, hindi ka masyadong gumagalaw. So, what you will do, pwedeng incentive spirometry, pwedeng mobilization of the patient. Ano naman ang pulmonary embolism? Pulmonary embolism is yung mga bara mo sa katawan or mga blood clots mo ay nag-travel. Okay? Nag-travel, gumalaw na siya at pumunta siya sa pulmonary. Pulmonary means sa lungs. So, it's very dangerous. It's life-threatening. Pwedeng mamatay si patient. So, kung hindi naggumagalaw ang patient, hindi nagmo-mobilize, yan ang pinaka life-threatening na complication na pwedeng mangyari sa kanya. So, if that happens to your patient, you are an incompetent caregiver. Okay? So, that is the importance of mobility to our patient. Okay? So, ayan ang pressure ulcer. So, ayan. I told you all of this. This is orthostatic hypotension. Okay, biglang bumaba ang BP, tapos bigla siyang nahilo, nag-faint, nag-feel weakness. So, I already told all of this. This is what I'm telling incentive spirometry. Okay? So, sinasabi mo sa patient, humigop ka, tapos ito yung ball na sinasabi kong tataas. Okay, tataas yan. Hanggang tumataas yan, ibig sabihin, nag-i-expand si lungs. Okay, this is atelectasis. Ito ang normal lungs mo. Atelectasis, ito. Sobrang liit na niya. So, let's go in the assistive devices. Okay, we will tackle 3 assistive devices. We have the crutches, we have the cane, and we have the walker. Okay, so let's start with the cane. Let's start with the crutches. So crutches, okay, first things first, the height of the crutches should be 2 to 3 fingers or 2.5 to 5 cm below the axilla. Okay? So, ito ang kilikili mo, 2 to 3 fingers just below the axilla. Okay? So, dun mo ilalagay ang crutches. Patient should support weight on the handpiece. Dapat yung pressure niya hindi sa kilikili, dapat sa wrist, sa kamay. Bakit? Pwede siyang magkaroon ng tinatawag nating brachial plexus palsy. Ano yon? So, pwede siyang magkaroon ng paralysis dito sa may kilikili. At yun yung iniiwasan natin kasi may mga nerves dyan na pwedeng maipit. Kaya hindi mo siya pwedeng lagyan ng pressure sa kilikili. So, dapat ang pressure mo, pag sinabihan mo si patient, ay dapat nasa hand, sa wrist. Ang position ni patient pag crutch siya, crutch walking is tripod stance. Okay, ano ibig sabihin? Tripod means triangle. So, dapat yung crutches hindi pantay sa paa. Dapat mas naka-forward siya sa legs. Okay? Then 15 cm in front of the feet and out laterally. So medyo kung ito ang paa mo, okay, mas naka-forward siya sa paa at saka medyo malayo siya ng 15 cm in front of the feet. Okay? Then elbow should be flexed. So dapat hindi naka-straight ang elbow mo, dapat naka-flex approximately 30 degrees angle for correct placement of the hand grips. So what are those 4 types of crutch walking gaits that we are using? Later, I'll show you the videos on how to walk, how to use crutches using different gaits. So we have different types of crutch walking. You should always remember this because these are always asked in the TESTA certification. We have the 4-point gait. We have the 4-point gait. We have the 4-point gate, 3-point gate, 2-point gate, swing to, and swing through. Okay? So later, I'll show you para mas maintindihan nyo yung 4-point gate, 3-point gate, 2-point gate, swing through, and swing through, swing to. So, let's, mas maintindihan nyo siya pag sa video. So, how you will sit on a chair, okay? How you will sit and how you will stand on a chair is the same thing. Okay? Ilalagay nyo yung both crutches sa bad leg. Okay? Sa bad side. Okay? Meron tayong bad and good side. Ilalagay nyo siya sa bad side. So, meron tayong, pag sinabi mong bad side, pwede rin siyang affected side or affected leg, or pag sinabi mo namang good side, pwede rin siyang unaffected. So, parehas lang yon. So, ilagay mo, pag uupo ka, ilagay mo yung crutches mo dun sa bad side. Ngayon, yung good side mo, yun yung ipanghahawak mo sa armrest para umupo ka. Okay? Then, i-bend mo yung good leg. Okay? Kasi hindi mo pwedeng i-bend yung bad leg mo eh. I-bend mo yung good leg and then upo. Pag tatayo ka naman, ganun pa din. Ilagay mo yung crutches mo sa bad side. Okay? Use your good side arm. Okay? Doon ilagay ang pressure pati doon sa good leg. And then, tayo. Then, ilagay na yung both crutches. Okay? So, when we're using crutches going up and going down, we always remember that good people will go to heaven and bad people will go to hell. So, same as your legs. Okay? So, kung papunta ka sa taas, paakyat ka, ang mas mauuna ay ang good leg. Kung pababa ka naman, pababa ka ng stair, ang mas mauuna ay ang bad leg. Okay? So, always remember that. So, if you're going upstairs using a crutches, you start it with your good leg. Okay? Start with your good leg. So, as shown by the picture. Then, followed by crutches plus bad leg. So, sabay sila. Crutches plus bad leg. I will repeat. Ascending to stairs, you start with your good leg, then followed by your crutches and bad leg. Okay? Sabay sila. If you're going down, sabi ko nga, mas mauna ang bad leg kesa sa good. So, in going down, start with you start with the crutches. We start with the crutches, then followed by bad leg, and then followed by good leg. Okay? So, I will repeat. Ito, hindi sila sabay-sabay. Crutches, then bad leg, and then good leg. So, mas nauna si bad leg. So next assistive device is the cane. So we have different types of cane. We have the straight cane and we have the quad cane. Pag sinabi mong straight cane, eto siya. Meron din tayong curve cane, eto, naka-curve. Meron din tayong quad cane. Yun yung apat yung paa. So meron tayong ganon. So tips have concentric rings as shock absorber. Yung mga rings niya is rubber, so hindi siya madudulas. Then, if you're using cane, you should flex your elbow approximately 30 degrees angle and hold handle. Okay, dapat naka-flex yung elbow, hindi straight. Tip of the cane should be 15 centimeters lateral to the base of the fifth toe. Saan mo ilalagay ang cane? For example, kung ang left side mo ang bad, okay, ilalagay mo siya sa good side. Okay, bakit? Kasi ilalakad mo yung cane with your weak side. Sabay sila. So, later on, makikita mo siya. So, when you're sitting and standing with a cane, so what you will do, back up until to the reach of the cane. So, abutin mo yung chair and then rest the cane at the side of the chair. Place both hands on the armrest and put weight. Extend your bad leg. Always, huwag kayong maglalagay ng pressure sa bad leg. And then, good leg touch the floor and then, remove this standing up. And then, the good leg will touch the floor. Then, standing up, place cane on the good arm. Okay. Weak leg slightly extended and then put weight on the strong leg and stand. Okay, later on, I'll show you how to do it. Ascending naman, gamit ang cane, okay? Always follow my, what I told you before, that always go with your good leg up and then always go with your bad leg down. So, ascending to stairs, always use your good, then your bad plus cane. So, sabay sila. Then, pag pababa naman kayo, cane plus bad. Okay, sabay to, cane plus bad, and then good. Next is walker. Walker, in sitting up using walker. So, walker, it should be 15 to 30 degrees angle. Okay, yung same, yung elbow nyo, nakabend. Hand grips even with wrist crease when arms at side. So, ilalagay mo yung kamay mo dun sa armrest or sa hand grips. Then, stand with the patient's weak side. So, kung ina-assist mo si patient, dapat nandun ka sa weak side. Kung sakaling matumba si patient, nandun ka sa mas mahina. Then, back tip sa likod ka. Back tips of the walker matches up the middle of the foot. So, yung apat yung paa nun, yung pinaka-last na paa, na dalawang paa, dapat katapat niya yung middle of the foot sa gitna. So, mamaya makikita nyo. So, paano ka lalakad with that? Move mo yung walker. Dapat make sure mo na yung apat na paa is nasa ground. Okay? Minsan kasi, yung dalawang paa is hindi sa ground. So, pwedeng matumba si patient. So, make sure na nasa ground yung yung lahat ng paa. Then, move weak side forward. Okay, yung weak side. And then, put weight on the hand via hand grips. Then move strong side forward. So, using walker in sitting up, extend the bad leg, then bend the good leg, and then place hand in armrest. And standing up, extend slightly the bad leg, put weight on both arms and good leg, and stand. Okay, so those are the assistive devices that we are using in our patients. So let's go on with range of motion exercises. So range of motion exercises are exercises which are movement of joint to the extent possible without causing pain. So yun ang tawag natin sa exercise sa medical term. It's range of motion exercises. So anong purpose nito? Promote and maintain joint mobility, prevent contractures, shortening of muscles and tendons, increase circulation to extremities, facilitate comfort for the patient. So, anong contraindications ng range of motion exercises? Kanino natin hindi to binibigay? So, for those patient na uh, illness or disorder where increased use of energy or increased circulation is hazardous. For example, yung mga may patient na may myocardial infarction or na heart attack. So, hindi mo sila pwedeng i-exercise kasi pwede silang magkaroon ulit ng heart attack. Dapat nakapahinga sila. Swollen and inflamed joints, may mga arthritis. So, sobrang sakit niyan pag in-exercise mo. So we have different types of range of motion exercises. We have active, we have passive, and we have active assisted. Pag sinabi mong active, si patient ang gumagalaw sa sarili niya. Pag sinabi mong passive, ikaw ang naggagalaw ng body parts ng patient. Okay? Kasi hindi niya kaya. Pag sinabi mong active assistive, may mga part ka na pine-perform or hinahawakan for exercise, meron din ang patient na kaya niyang i-exercise alone. That's why it's active assistive. So what are the guidelines for performing range of motion exercises? First, you start with the head. Always follow the cephalocaudal manner. Para wala kang makalimutan na part, okay, mag-start ka sa ulo hanggang paa, pababa. Do not grasp the joint directly. Okay, do not grasp the joint. So, kung nandito, directly. Do not grasp the fingernail or toenail. So, kung exercise mo siya pa ganyan, dapat nandito ka sa may, nakasupport ka sa may likod. Okay? Then, important joints, thumb, hip, knee, and ankle. Move joint through movement 5 times per session. Then, return to the body part to normal position. So, kung ganito yung normal position niya, ibalik nyo. So, hindi nyo ibabalik yung dati niyang posisyon. Move each joint through full range of motion. Okay, make sure na hindi nasasaktan si patient. Then, move to point of resistance, not pain. Allow for rest periods, okay, especially kung tumataas na ang BP ng patient mo, so wag mo nang ituloy. Then, avoid friction, lift body part, don't drag. Okay? Don't drag, but lift body part. Huwag mo ding lagyan ng friction. Bakit? Avoid mo yung friction kasi pwedeng magkaroon ng skin irritation that may be a complication na pwedeng mag-proceed sa bed sore. Then, note drastic change in vital signs. Yan. Pag nag-exercise kayo ng pasyente, dapat chinek nyo muna yung vital signs kasi baka mataas pala, tapos nagkaroon kayo ng nag-exercise kayo, so pwedeng magkaroon ng hypertension ang patient. Then, should not disrupt the healing process. Warm water relaxes the muscles and joints. Bathing is an ideal time to perform range of motion. So, okay, dito tayo. So, we have different joint movements. We have the abduction. Pag sinabi mong abduction, it's moving of a part of the body away from the midline. For example, you're moving your arms away from the midline. This is your midline. You're moving the arms away from the midline. This is abduction. If we're talking about adduction, you're moving the body part towards the midline. Okay? Moving the body parts towards the midline. So, papunta sa gitna. Kabaliktaran siya ng abduction. Pag sinabi mong extension is straightening of the joint. Okay? Yung body mo, straight mo, that is extension. Pag sinabi mong flexion, bending of the body part. For example, itong kamay, bending of the body part, this is flexion. Yung paa mo, ibibend mo, that is flexion. Yung bewang mo, ibibend mo, that is extension. That is flexion. Pag sinabi mong rotation, turning of the joint. So, turning of the joint, pwede rin yung bewang mo, turning yung ulo mo, pwede rin. Rotation. Pag sinabi mong internal, papasok, inward rotation. So, papasok, pag ganito. Pag palabas, external rotation. Pag sinabi mong plantar flexion, for example, ito yung paa mo, bending the foot down. Okay, plantar flexion is for the foot only because it's plantar. Bending the foot down at the ankle. Pag sinabi mo namang, wala dito yung dorsiflexion. Dorsiflexion, bending your foot up. Plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. Okay? Pag sinabi mo namang pronation, so turning the joint downward. Okay? So this is your normal anatomical position. Normal at anatomical position. Okay? So, ang pronation is turning the joint downward. Supination is turning the joint upward. So, ganyan. Inversion is turning the sole of the foot towards the midline. Turning the sole of the foot towards the mid. Kung ito ang paa mo, inversion, pag ganon. Pag sinabi mong eversion, palabas. In, in, So that are the joint movements. Meron din tayong tinatawag na hyperextension. Hyperextension, for example, sa ulo. This is flexion, extension. Pag sinabi mong hyperextension, extensive straightening. Okay? So that is hyperextension. Pag sinabi mo namang lateral flexion, pag ganito, pagilid. Okay? Yung pagilid. So, yan. Lateral flexion. Bending sa side. Ano pang di ko na-discuss? Circumduction, moving arms in full circle. This is the dorsiflexion. It's here. Move toes pointed upward, plantar, dorsiplantar. So that's all for our mobility. Hope you understand our topic. Any questions that you want to ask, you ask me in the Edmundo app only. Okay? So take care, guys. See you.